Hello, welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an intuitive card reader and an empath as well. And this evening I'm here to do the general mid-month reading for December 2016 for the sign of Virgo. Before I get started, I'd like to do a little promotional plug for a local company called Intuitive Candles. A member from my Facebook page, Bay of Funny Fortunes on Facebook, messaged me and said that she wanted to extend one of their products to me as a way of saying thank you for the general readings that I do here, like this one this evening. She came to my house. She lives about an hour away. It's the first time I met her, Michelle. And she brought a whole satchel full of all kinds of samples. And I ended up picking up this one because it's very fitting. Fundy Breeze for Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And it smells heavenly. It truly does. And these are candles are always a great gift at Christmas, right? This is my own plug on these candles. They're beautiful. They're well worth the money. They're all soy based. They sell wide. There's a wide area they cover where you can purchase these, or go to the website www.intuitivecandles.com. You can also order online, I'm sure. What makes these unique, if you give a beautiful smelling candle like this to somebody as a gift for Christmas, it's two gifts in one. Because once you get it going and the wax melts, there's a buried treasure within the wax sitting at the bottom of the container. You fish that out with a piece of tweezers. It's like a piece of tin foil, and something's wrapped within it. So you fish that out, put that on a piece of paper or newspaper or something, a towel. You know, you don't want dripping wax on your furniture. Wait for the tin foil to cool a bit, then start peeling off the tin foil, and what you end up with is a stone, an amulet. And the one that I pulled, they're all different precious gemstones, that are used for amulets. And what I pulled was this one, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's lines and energy going through. You can see it, and the feel of it in the hand is unreal. This stone, from what I was told by the creators of this particular candle, said that they couldn't have picked a better stone for somebody like me doing what I do on YouTube and whatnot, because it heightens and deepens intuition and your sixth sense. It gives you a sense of well-being, and it's really geared toward bringing forth the third eye, which is found right here. And just the touch of the stone is magical. There's so many health benefits as well when wearing this particular stone. It's called an adventurite or adventurine. I'm not sure. I forget. Sorry. Adventurite or adventurine amulet. And there's so many things, so many good things about it. You have to look it up. You'd have to go to their site or Google the adventurite or adventurine stone. Anyway, I was wearing it for a couple days using this chain, but the chain's very uncomfortable, so I took it off. And you'll see me holding this a lot through the reading for dear life. So let me light up the candle, and then we'll get on with the reading here. It matches. That's right. There we go. Alright, I'll just set that off to the side. And I have my incense burning, and I'm all out of sweetgrass. Sorry, guys. Supply's gone when the snow hit the ground. Okay, so this is for the sign of Virgo, mid-month, December. General reading. Please bring forth any messages you have for the sign of Virgo. Any Virgos that are viewing this reading. Please bring forth any signs, messages, questions. Messages for the sign of Virgo. We thank you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. glasses. The first card that Tarot has turned for you is, this is your overall energy. I had this in the last reading. It's judgment, self-reflection. This is your overall energy. Second card, your finances and wealth. The Three of Cups represents reunion. Third card falls in your hearth, your home, anything to do with your heart and love in your life. The Knight of Swords represents drama. Fourth card, your challenges for the mid-month December to the end of December. Resilience. I pulled the Queen of Swords. The fifth and final card in this reading from your message from Spirit is about defense. It's the Nine of Wands. At the very end, when we've exhausted those cards, I pull more thumbs today. One card from Tarot is your overall significator for the reading. Very dry. All the heat's going here today. We're getting, we're in the polar vortex here in Chance Harbor, at least for 24 hours, and it's starting right about now. It's bitterly cold out there. We're supposed to be with the wind chill overnight minus 35 Celsius. That's bitter, bitter, bitter cold. Nothing survives that except nature. Nature seems to get through it. All the tiny little tweedle birds, they all seem to survive it. But all the heat's on here, so the air's very dry from the heat. It's not good for me. I'm just drinking copious amounts of liquid. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Very first card, Judgment, self-reflection. All right. This card is telling you it's time to revisit the past. Take stock before moving any further ahead. Something has stopped you in your tracks. There's something that's caught you completely off guard. That's what I'm hearing. Caught completely off guard. Yes. Something to do with your past has now come out of your past and has full speed ahead come right into the future. And it's right here, right in the now. And it's a shock to you. You didn't see this coming. So you need to take stock of something. For some reason, there's a lesson to be learned here. So you're going to tell yourself, I have to deal with this. You're going to feel compelled to deal with and tie this up. Any loose ends before moving on any further. You may find yourself musing over happy times, better times, childhood. This could be family. Your mind floats back to happier times. I'm getting... You're getting the heat off the card. It's very emotional. Very emotional. While musing through happier times and being caught up with the past, you may find that there's some unfinished business. There's something that you need to take care of. This will alter somebody else's life, whatever this is. It's going to make a difference. You may visit someone from your past to find some answers as well. Virgo's a very curious natured person. They usually all like super curious. They're not afraid to ask, even if it seems inappropriate. If they want to know something, they ask. It's as simple as that. But you may ask somebody else, this person from the past, if you did the right thing at the time. They were there. Whatever went down, whatever happened, whatever snuck up into your now, you're going into the past, delving in, finding somebody in particular to talk to about this and asking them their opinion. Did I do the right thing at the time? I'm concerned now that maybe I didn't. I need somebody to tell me that was there. Did I do the right thing at the time? That's very interesting. Another meaning of this card is a spiritual connection, linking with those spirit guides, angels, and even some loved ones from your past as well. Your mind is at, wow, You're going against everything that is natural to you, Virgo, and you're actually going to be stopping and going, there's somebody from before, and you're going to say to yourself, I don't know if I do, should I do that? Should I give them a second chance? Should I give them a second chance to be a part of my life again? Are they going to upset me, piss me off, hurt me? Here's the answer, Virgo, probably. They're human. This isn't a dog we're talking about. This isn't an inanimate object. This is a human being that you're referring to, and you're wondering. So yes to all three of those things because they're human. Unless they're abusing you, what reason would you have to turn and walk again? And you have to ask yourself, what's my definition of abuse? Well, abuse is usually pretty much in your face. Somebody being rude and insulting all the time, attacking character all the time, using you, taking you for granted. This kind of thing is considered abuse. But if they have their own beliefs, their own ways of living, are you going to shun them because of that? If it's too different from your own? Questions only you can answer. But you're not going to get perfectionism. There is no such thing as a perfect relationship. And if it is, one of you is lying. End of. If you decide to stick with your original thoughts and think, this situation with this other person, I'm just going to leave things be. Don't beat yourself up for it. It's whatever as long as you're being truthful with yourself. Okay. It's going to be a lot of contemplation, a lot of self-judgment, guilt, second chances, spirituality, and memories. Those are your keywords for this overall energy. Second card, your wealth and finance. Three of Cups, it's about reunion. Cups are a water sign. They're usually all about emotionality, emotions. Keywords for this card are celebration and friendships, healing. Healing is a big one, jumping right off the page. There's some healing going on. Some indulgence as well. Some creativity. Right now, the advice of this card, when it appears, there's no pretension. What I mean by being pretentious, for those of you that aren't clear on what I mean by that, it's like people that have money, like a lot of Skrilla, put it that way. Fat bank accounts. A whole different way from you, a whole different way of life from you, from me, from everybody. They're like the 1%ers of the world. Or maybe on the fringes of 1%ers. You've got the super wealthy and you've got the wealthy, right? They're the wealthy. They're not super wealthy, but they're wealthy. And wealthy people can be pretentious. They can do a lot of name dropping. Things to plant ideas about the rich life that they live, and about the money that they have. People that are not pretentious don't go there. They don't flash anything. They dress nice. Why not? And some dress really, really nice, where it's apparent when you first lay your eyes on the physical form of somebody that's very, very wealthy. But you have to see beyond that as well. Don't let that be always your first 2-second impression. Look at their face, look at their eyes, feel for their aura, feel for their spirit. This is important because not everybody, you can't cut everybody from the same cutout. It doesn't work that way. And you can't always judge a book by its cover. So at this time, the energies are saying, and the spirit and the guides are saying, be patient, give the benefit of the doubt for a very short window. Then you'll know when your intuition's kicking in that this person is really pretentious and they're full of it. This kind of thing is because it's a turn off. Pretension's a turn off. You're going to know. You're going to know whether to stay the main course or to cut it off at the knees, just like that. Their elbow rubbing with famous people. Is this what you want? Do you want this? What is that? They call it the small world map, where we removed 6 degrees from somebody famous, like the Kevin Bacon thing. I don't know if any of you ever heard about that. But, you know, I figured out that I was 6 degrees, not once, but twice, 2 times over, removed from knowing Pope Francis. How exciting is that? For me, it's exciting. I think it's awesome. But anyway, yeah, because I had a close cousin who had 2 private meetings with them. Yeah, see, that's being pretentious. How can you get a private meeting? But it wasn't with Pope Francis. It was the previous one, Benedict. Anyways, I'm not dropping names. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it is what it is. But this kind of a card, this 3 of Cups can do that, can put you in that kind of position to be so many degrees removed from, you know, your favorite movie star, Hubba Hubba, or something, right? Anyway, so now we're into love, and it's the Knight of Swords, and this is all about drama. This is your heart sector. There's the Knight of Swords, and he's a handsome fella. Yes, he is. When this person shows up, or this energy, it may be just the energy of the card, it's action driven. Oh, moving forward, making stuff happen. Not all talk. Action. The proof is in the pudding kind of action. Not messing around here kind of action. There's confrontation as well. Unexpected blocks popping up here and there in relationships. Heads up, Virgo. Some may even have a few mediocre arguments, we'll say. Not end of world stuff or end of relationship, but some arguments, a difference of opinions thrown in there. For a very few of you, you may have a fight on your hands. So, I mean, you cannot avoid the upheaval. And everything that upheavals will bring is drama. You can't, for a couple of you, it's going to get to that point. Oh, boy. Here we go. That's going to be the attitude. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. This is not going to be good. And you feel it coming all down around you. And there's confrontation. There's argument. There's words. Hurt words. Maybe broken words. This kind of a thing. One moment, please. My TV. Sorry. The log channel on TV, one channel that we have, it only plays for so long and then it shuts off and goes into regular programming. Anyways, you won't be able to, for a couple of you, you really are, you're going to, this feeling of you just want to cringe because you know this routine, you know this dance, you've done this dance. You were hoping this wouldn't come to the surface, but it's glaringly there where everybody can see it. That's what I'm feeling, and this is something you have to deal with, but you're just dreading. You're dreading the drama. You're so tired of the drama. Do your best to avoid it at all cost, if you can. That is the advice of this card. Also, don't take setbacks personally at this time. There is a fight going on, but this is not your fight. This is not your issue. You don't even want to give an opinion. You really don't have an opinion, but you're kind of caught in the sidelines and you're stuck there. You can't even get away with this fight that's going on. Even though you've done your best to avoid the drama and try to steer it clear and give it a wide berth, you've got sucked right back into the suck zone, and you're really uncomfortable about it. You're not liking this at all. This is not your fight. It's not yours. Keywords are stress, unstoppable force, manipulation, intimidation, and instability. So, rocky world in the heart department right now. Rocky world for some of you. For some of you, it's just a little bump in the road, a little glitch in the system or in the relationship, and you're going to bump and keep going and moving forward. And for a very few of you, I would say 2, some really heavy drama going on here. And for the third, one person, they're stuck in the suck zone of somebody else's drama. It's not your fight. So that's in your love in your heart. So the next card that I pulled for you is your challenges for mid-December. Virgo, pulled the Queen of Swords. It's all about resilience. So that's not all bad. All about resilience. The keywords for this card are intelligence, independence, leadership, insight, intolerance, and justice. The advice of this card is to be ready to make some very strong, solid decisions at this time. Or you may find yourself needing to respond to a woman that makes all final decisions. Somebody that some of you may have to turn to get permission. Almost like somebody holding something in trust, and you need some money and you need some of that trust. So there may be a woman here that holds the gavel, as they say. It brings the hammer down and says yay or nay. So maybe some of you may be going to somebody in that form. So this woman too, when you're dealing with her, you have to remember she commands a lot of respect. She really holds her ground if she's not agreeing with what your venture is. She also puts her own interests first. So that's a weak point with her. I'm hearing that's a weak point. Self-interest is a weak point. People get so self-involved, they put their guards down, and it's like, the moats that are surrounding them all start to drop one after the other, and they're not even aware of it because they've got their head in a place that's not best for them. So that's a weak point with them. That may give you some leverage in your request to get your request granted, whatever that might be. But she's very charming, don't forget that, and she suffers no fools. Don't try to con her. Don't try to convince her. She just wants facts. I want facts. I want black and white. Don't pull my leg. Don't jerk me around. What the hell is it you're asking for? And let's move on. That's the type of attitude she's going to have with you, Virgo. But don't shy under that. You have the power to be that way right back if you really want it to be. So, here's the thing with her. Well, you don't want to be trying to pull any con jobs or little white lies, because she can see through the truth in a flash. This card shows a very strong, independent woman in business, or some people, this could be a single parent you're dealing with. Do not insult her intelligence, whatever you do. Not also, just because somebody's a single parent, it could be that, and this could be either sex. It could be a mom or a dad. Don't insult their intelligence. Normally, single parents spend almost as much time at home as they do at work. And all the time is spent at home is for the children or the child, the family. In between the quiet moments, they're self-learners. They don't want to be left behind. They want to read the paper to keep up with current events so they can keep up with their married friends and this kind of a thing. And complete full families, they don't ever want to be seen as ignorant or, just not having any knowledge about anything. Or using the stupid word, right? Okay, so be very careful about that, how you treat people. Challenges, a lot of challenges right there. So watch out for that woman, though. She's right on the ball. The last card I pulled for you, 9 of Wands, it's all about defense. And Wands are all about practical things. Items, home, job, bank account, your car, your truck, something you own. So, this card brings forth determinations and challenges and sacrifice and hard work. Also, feelings of protection and rigidity and fear. I had this card earlier. The advice is to protect what is yours at this time and to free up your thinking. Create some mental space to plan for your future. You are, if you watch The Big Bang Show, a Sheldon Cooper. They don't come much more anal than he is. He doesn't have any... He may look like a willow, but he doesn't bend under anything. He's very rigid. Things are black and white. This is the way they are. There is no room for color. You need to free your thinking up that way, because you know what? In the bigger picture, what I'm hearing is your own worst enemy, Virgo. Your own worst enemy. You're holding yourself back. You're cutting the richness in your life. You're watering it down to what it could be if it was left with full fat, but you're taking the skimmed. And because this is the way it is, we're all grown-ups here, and we all make these real hard, tough decisions, and we don't stray off the path when we've dedicated ourselves that this is the way things are going to be. But that's not life. That's not life. If nobody's told you that, I'm here to tell you that. So it's a card. Here to tell you that. And Virgos can be nitpickers. They can be beautiful people. They're very kind and very loving. And they're usually very content people, and they're very happy. But behind all that, if you get too close, you start to see where some Virgos, not all Virgos, just some of you, don't send me any hate comments about it, because I don't mean everybody. I never do when I say these things. But in this situation, in this reading, there's some Virgos that are, what's the word, is beyond anal, or maybe it's been, you know, not beyond anal. It's the nitpicking, everything, the perfectionist, everything. Follow the rules, follow the laws. Don't ever bend, don't ever move, don't ever change color. Everything has to be the same, and they're very. It's almost obsessive. It's almost like a mental disability with them. They're that firm and that rigid, and they're afraid of new things. They really are afraid of new things. So, but the advice of the card says at this time, you have a right to feel that you need to protect what is yours. So, but you really need to free up your mental space. The nine sees you exerting um, yourself, uh, uh, feelings of protection over your job, over your property, defending your own actions, why you do what you do, what are your motivations, what's your driving force that drives you every day to do the things that you do. Um, Due to sacrifices of the past, you may feel a need to sit and just analyze. Because there is something definitely, Virgo, from the past that I told you is coming up into the now. There's not even any warning signs of that. They're there, right there, something that you have to deal with. It's really going to give you food for thought. And you're going to be afraid to make a move either way. That's part of it. But you have to sit down and you have to keep constant diligence while paying attention to things that are beyond what we see with our eyes, literally. There's so much more that goes on beyond that. Use your intuition, because Virgos can be very intuitive as well. So you need to use your intuition a little bit. So why don't we move right into the very last card, which is going to be the significator for your reading for this December mid-month general rating for the sign of Virgo. You need one significator for the overall 5-card Oceanic Tarot spread. The Spirit Guides, Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Natural World Order. We keep getting squalls of snow with those great big fat snowflakes all coming down real soft. There's not much wind out there right now. The wind's supposed to pick up later, but it's very Christmassy looking here. Very much. Spirit Guides, Masters of the Universe, we need one significator. Please, thank you for Virgo. All right. No, one moment. Why is it when both your hands are tied up, your face gets itchy? That happens to me all the time. It's one of those little annoying things in life. I want one significator, please. One significator. Cut. All right. Spirit says cut. Right here. Right here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got for Virgo? Are you kidding me? 4 times. He's been in almost every reading. Almost every single reading. I don't know how he keeps ending up. You see me shuffle them. I even cut the deck. And still he shows up. Go back and look at what reading. This one is for Virgo. I just did Gemini and I did Cancer. And I think he was in those ones as well. I need my book. He's a very cold-hearted person. This is a person that's not wishy-washy at all. He's very intimidating. He's ready for any fight, anytime a fight comes along. He exercises power. This guy is somebody that likes to throw his power around. He carries an aura of intimidation. He is silent and he is serious by tradition. The King of Swords is an expert on law, politics, society, and communication. Whenever he is found, he exercises power. He is emotionally cold. And the King of Swords is happiest with a life of stimulating work, following high ideals. This guy, you're talking about 1%ers, he's one of them. But guess what? And boy, oh boy, does he wear the power suits. You know, the red, the black, and that kind of thing. And people see him as cold-hearted and aloof. He's not afraid of anybody or anything. Um, he's one of these people, though, you can't judge a book by its cover. And you think, well, he must think he's all that because look at the way he carries himself. So self-assured, so strong, tough. Nothing scares him. Who does he think he is? This is the guy that showed up, and I told you about pretentious people and how some of them you have to give them more than 2 seconds because they may not be what they appear to be. And you think this guy is like got pretension written all over him. He's wealthy. He's got an impeccable background, um, and he's solid as a rock. This guy is very, very powerful. He's not afraid to take anybody on. If you get to know him a little wee bit, you get on the inside, all that solid stuff that I just said will work in your favor. He's your go-to guy. He's going to be your go-to guy, your go-to person. That's what you look for. Somebody that seems to, they exude power and money. They just seem to stink of richness, as they say. They stink of money. They're ridiculously wealthy. He's the guy you want to take a second look at and go, hold on a minute. Everybody else, other people are kind of pushing him away, making a wide berth around him. They don't want to deal with him. Here you are, just this little guy or little woman, and you're going to go up and you're going to knock on this guy's door, or on his life, on his consciousness. You're going to have a discussion with him. It's going to turn out he's going to be able to serve you well in the future. All right? So that's all there is. So for now, I hope you like that. If it didn't resonate or it did, if you'd like personal reading, I offer that service. Information for that's found down below this video window in the description box. Please read through it once and then shoot me off an email. For those of you new to the channel, or if you're new to YouTube, all subscriptions to the channels are free. The little red subscription button down below here, just click it, and that way you'll be notified every time I post any new videos from Bay of Funny Fortunes onto YouTube. You get a little email telling you I've done so. I'd like to thank all my current subscribers and any would-be future subscribers. Welcome aboard. Please feel free and join me on Facebook as well under Bay of Funny Fortunes on Facebook, and someone there will unlock the door and let you in. Probably me. It might be Pam. She's an admin there as well. So I just want to say thank you for the likes and the shares, and the comments are fantastic. I have the utmost respect for people's comments. I truly do, and I don't miss many. I answer them. So right now, we have, in 10 days' time, we have Christmas of 2016 coming upon us. We're all very busy. My house is all decked out. I wish I had another camera that I could pan around the room and show you, but we've got the pine garland up all over the doors and over the windows, and the white clear mini lights are strung through those. We have our tree and our candelabras in the windows, and there's even lights outside, front and back of the house. So we do our part. I love the feeling of humanity. Millions and millions and millions, and probably billions of people around the planet come together to celebrate one day. There's a unity of humanity that goes on, and it moves me when I talk about it, because we come together for one day to celebrate love. And basically that's what it is. It just moves me, the power behind that. It's going to be the most powerful thing in the world. When you can get billions of people to all do something on the same day. The power behind that is unspeakable. It's overwhelming. It's all got to do with love. It doesn't matter where it comes from. There's a wheel of life. There are spokes. There are many spokes that take us to the hub, and we all go to the same hub, no matter what you want to call it. So Merry Christmas from me and my family. Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa. And I'm ignorant on the rest. I'm sorry, I don't know. But in the spirit of the season, with winter upon us. So I wish you all that you all have a roof over your head, that you have a soft, warm bed to sleep in, and that you have good, warm food on the table to sustain you, and that you're wanted, and you feel safe, and you have people love, and people love you back. And best part of all that covers all that is contentment. If you're content, you have everything. So I guess this is it for 2016. I'll see you back here. It'll be 2017. Until then, enjoy the rest of December, and enjoy your holidays, your traditions that are coming upon us quickly. Merry Christmas from my heart to yours. Bye-bye.